Do you ever wonder what actually sold yesterday? Well, you're in the right place. Today is Tuesday, May 6th. My name is Jay Schwartz, and this is the Property Rundown, where I go over all the new listings and sold properties so you can stay ahead of what's actually happening on the market. Let's start things off with the numbers from today. So, for our daily market watch, we have 20 new listings, one property back on market, one price decrease, 22 properties under contract. So those are properties that have accepted offers and are no longer available. We have 0 leased. We have 20 pending properties. Those are properties that were previously under contract. They've met all conditions and now they are just pending closing. Once a property successfully closes, it becomes sold. We have 12 sold properties today. 3 withdrawn. That is when the seller takes the property off the market. We have 2 properties expired. That is when the listing contract comes to an end without the property selling. And we have 0 canceled. So without further ado, let's get right into those new listing properties. All right, for $254,900 with a $1,300 a month mortgage payment, we have 835 Black Marsh Road, Unit 109, Mount Pearl, 1 bed, 1 full bath, 729 square feet. And it was built in 2012. The condo fee is $342 a month in, yeah, condo fee is $342 a month. So that's pretty reasonable. Let's have a quick scan. There's only 6 photos. Oh, interesting. They got one photo of the balcony, and they got no other photos of the actual unit. It's all just common spaces. So that listing is not complete yet. Let's go on. Next, for $3,399,000 with a $16,000 a month mortgage payment, we got 22 Flavin Street, Unit 302, St. John's. Well, this has got to be, okay, 2 beds, 2 full bath, 1,000 square feet. So this is a listing typo. So what we're going to see probably tomorrow when we look at the daily market watch is a price decrease of a lot. Or they're just going to take this listing down and relist it all over again. Because I'm assuming it's really just meant to be $399,000. But it's a condo with $480 a month condo fee. Let's have a look. Okay, yeah, doesn't look too bad. You got a nice view off the balcony. Kitchen looks good. Dining area is fine. Living room looks okay. Bedroom's good. Another bedroom with an ensuite and primary bathroom. And yeah, so it looks like a pretty standard small little condo. All in good condition. Building looks all right, and the view from your balcony is great. Is it worth $3 million bucks? I don't think so. So we'll see. We'll see what they relist that at, but probably $399. All right, next we've got $609,900, $3,427 a month mortgage payment. Yeah, my brain not quite on yet. My apologies. 83 Trenton Drive, Paradise. We got another new build on Trenton Drive. We've seen so many on there. Multiple listings for the same lot with different home styles. We got 3 beds, 2 full bath, 1 half, 1,800 square feet. Built in 2025. And yeah, pretty straightforward. And we've seen, I think there's like 2 different builders, or at least a couple different builders on this street, because we've seen such a wide range in pricing that it can't be the same. So this one looks to be another highly priced one. So yeah, over $300 per square foot again for a pretty small home. Unless the finishes are top notch, I don't see the value. All right, so next we have $319,900 $1,600 a month mortgage payment. 11 Greslet Place, Conception Bay South. We've got a 2 beds, 2 full bath, 2,100 square foot home. Walk-in bungalow, everything on one level. Built in 2004, all electric heat. And it's a standalone. Okay. So this is going to definitely sell for a lot. I'd say this is going to go over asking just because it offers exactly what most of the aging population is looking for. All in one level, detached bungalow. And it looks pretty good. Like, kitchen looks fine. You know, flooring's nothing special. The appliances look good. And I think for that demographic, they're not going to be too picky about the kitchen or being super modern or anything like that. And the rooms look okay. So there is a basement, mostly just for storage. There's a garage. Yeah. So everything you need is on the top level. And you have storage in the basement. And there's a back garage for, you know, your lawnmower and whatnot. That's a great property. It's going to sell over asking for sure. Okay. Next, for $554,900, we got $2,900 a month in mortgage payment, 15 St. Joseph's Lane, St. John's, 3 beds, 2 full bath, 1 half, 1,600 square feet. I'm wondering if this is the property I saw before. No. Yes. Let's see. Yeah. So they had to drop the price, I think, a bit. I think it was listed for quite a bit more. And I knew it wouldn't sell, and it still hasn't sold. So they have relisted at a lower price. And yeah, they have a super modern kitchen, and they got a nice bathroom. But other than that, it's pretty basic. Like, the bathroom is nice, and the balcony, the view is nice. You know, the exterior facade being actual brick is really good, and it's in a great location. So I think maybe at this price, let's see, 554, that's getting closer to actually selling price. And I'm going to quickly look up what it was previously listed for. Let's see. Copy that MLS number. History. Yeah, I don't know. They didn't drop it much. They only dropped it by $5,000. So they might have to go a bit more to get some activity on that. But yeah, let's move on. All right, so $599,900, $3,300 a month in mortgage cost. We have 17 Herder Place CVS. This looks like a pretty nice home. 4 beds, 2 full bath, 1 half, 2,400 square feet. Brand new, built in 2025. This is a new build. And okay, looking pretty good. They've taken a different approach with the kitchen, going with the dark cupboards. It's kind of cool. And they got the black light fixtures. I'm wondering if those tiles are real or they looks like real tiles to me. So nice to have actual tiled kitchen. And they put some effort into this staircase, making it look very nice. Really nice. Wow. Looks like primary bedroom with like the ensuite, kind of like in a bachelor style. So it's just totally open into the bedroom. And then you got a couple other bedrooms, primary bathroom, and maybe a basement that just needs some flooring, which I'm sure they'll complete before closing. 2,400 square feet. And the finishes look better quality than what you see on average. I'm going to say this is pretty good. I think the quality finishes, the lot looks pretty nice. This is a good deal for a new build if you're looking for one in CBS, if you want a real nice home. Definitely, definitely a good one. All right, 20 Dragonfly Place, St. John's for $599.9, $3,200 a month mortgage payment, 4 beds, 3 full bath, 1 half, 2,200 square feet. Very comparable, built in 2023. So, very comparable home. As you can see, it's all the light colors, light tones, light cabinets. Except for the island there, they got like a charcoal blue kind of thing going on. That doesn't, okay, so there is a pantry, which is great because there's not a lot of cabinetry. So pantries, I do like pantries. However, builders use them to reduce their costs because cabinetry costs money, whereas just a little room with some flimsy shelving is way cheaper than getting, custom cabinets. And that's how they save money. As a little trick. So you got a nice primary here, walk-in closet, ensuite. Looks like there's a half, or this is the primary bathroom, and across the hallway is the laundry. You got a mini split in there. Ensuite bathroom looks nice. Yeah. This home looks pretty good. Very comparable to the one we just looked at. They both have a garage. Not, very similar square footage. Not off by much. And they're both listed for the same price. So location is different, CBS versus Southlands. So depending on where you want to be, those are both great options. Next, for $539,900, $2,700 a month mortgage payment, we got 63 Deborah Lynn Heights, Paradise. We got 4 beds, 3 full bath, 2,800 square feet. So in a way, this is another home comparable in the same kind of range, built in 2010. Garage space, yes. Let's have a look. It's a very different style home. It's got a very classic 2010s kind of look to it. The front porch entranceway looks very nice. I'm not a big fan of like a tiled living room. Kind of makes it just feel a little bit sterile. I'd prefer like hardwood, ideally, or, those faux wood laminate planks as they do nowadays would be better, in my opinion, because I don't know, it just kind of takes that homey feel out of it. Now, dining room and kitchen, I do like tiled. Makes sense. Countertop is actual granite here. Really looks high quality. The tons of cabinet space. Really good looking kitchen. Top quality kitchen. Yeah, what is going on? They got tile everywhere. They got tile in the bedrooms too, which is just strange to me. I guess it's very durable and resilient. And you got so you do have ensuite, double vanity, another bedroom. This whole house is tiled. Then it looks like there's an apartment with some of that plank flooring here. Kitchen looks all right. Bedroom, bathroom, shower, laundry room looks pretty elaborate. Lots of counter space and cabinets in the laundry room. Really interesting house. Big cement patio. Drive around garage. It's a really nice, interesting home. Unusual. A little too much tile for me, but if that doesn't bother you, there is a great deal to be had here. Because that tile floor is not going to appeal to everyone. And I guess it has the in-law suite, which might appeal to somebody as well. Yeah, not bad. All right, for $609,900, $3,100 a month mortgage payment. We've got 7 Christopher Street Paradise, 3 beds, 3 full bath, 1 half, 4,000 square feet, built in 2017. So this is a huge home for a pretty reasonable price. The exterior is very interesting. These columns here are very strange, how they go up halfway and then they switch to the cedar shake. And then you've also got some faux stone exterior and some vinyl siding. Very lot going on. Doesn't look terrible, but it's just unique for sure. All right, let's have a look. So big driveway that goes all the way into the backyard. There's basically no backyard. You have a shed with a garage door. You've got an in-house garage in the back here. Patio, kitchen. Kitchen is missing a stove, interesting. But kitchen looks okay. I like the lighting. I like this like copper touches, but like there might be a few too many textures and colors going on in here. I don't know, it just looks a little busy. But otherwise, looks like a pretty nice kitchen. Good amount of space, good amount of cabinets. And you have this big dining area and living area here, which looks great. I like the ceiling. Um, the wood columns there kind of stand out, look good. That chandelier is pretty nice. Beautiful. You got this wraparound staircase. Upstairs, primary bedroom is pretty large, pretty opulent. You got this gorgeous light here, ensuite with standing shower and jacuzzi. Really cool property. And that's got to be the primary bathroom. Stand up laundry. Then you got this got to be the basement, like a rec room, and then the garage, which is looking pretty large based on the photos, but you never know until you see it in person. So 7 Christopher Street Paradise, 6099. That is pretty good price for a home of that stature. If you don't want much yard work, you only have basically the front lawn to mow. You're getting quite a bit of home here. Really nice. All right. Next, for $169,500, $904 a month mortgage payment, we got 571 to 575 Old Broadcoat Road, Portugal Cove, 3 beds, 1 full, 1 half bath, 1,300 square feet, built 1950, electric heat. It's good. Let's see. So it's old. It looks well lived in, but it doesn't look terrible condition. But I must say, these photos, they've got okay, there's not a lot of interior photos, which is a bit concerning. Is there something they don't want to show us? They also have the brightness turned way down, like they're trying to hide something in the shadows a bit. Interesting, very interesting listing. Don't know what to make of it. I mean, it's listed super low. It could be a great starter home for somebody, but they're saying flippers. So it's an as is, where is property. So there's definitely a lot of work to be done. And yeah, no, so this is not a starter home for anybody. This is a home that requires quite a bit of work. So yeah, distressed property. All right, next for $255,000, $1,300 a month mortgage payment. We got 5 Avalon Street, St. John's, 4 beds, 2 full bath, 1,300 square feet, a 2 apartment, built in 1947, all electric heat. Okay, wow. So being a 2 apartment at 1,300 square feet, these are going to be pretty small apartments, like very tight. But it looks like they just updated everything. Flooring all looks new. That stove still has all the stickers on it, so that's a brand new stove. You have laundry in the kitchen. Just okay, that's the washer and the dryer there. So yeah, everything's very compact. But it looks to be in good condition, very livable. Here's the other apartment. Very similar, small kitchen. They've put a laundry washer in some hallway here. And your your single bathroom is pretty tight, but everything's just been freshly done, freshly updated. This would be a great starter home for somebody. 255. This is going to sell over asking though. I would say it goes closer to 370, 380. It is small, 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 but having that apartment, a lot of people are going to be attracted to that for that price range. Next, for $285,000, $1,500 a month mortgage payment, we've got 120 Bennett Avenue, Unit 5, 2 beds, 1 full bath, 900 square feet, built in 2022, all electric heat, $288 a month in condo fees. So these condos are fairly nice from what I know. Looks pretty good. Kitchen, dining. They're using their dining area as an office or a game space, I guess. Yeah, pretty simple, pretty clean. You get a small deck here. They're really stacked on top of each other. 285, and you got the condo fees. This will definitely sell. Maybe I might even say maybe a little over, like 10,000 over. 295, maybe reach 300, but it's a real small space, 900 square feet. But some people like condo living, so and it's on the main floor, on the ground level floor, so that'll attract some people as well. All right, $195,000 with $1,000 a month mortgage payment. We got 239 Craig Miller Avenue, Unit 202. 1 bed, 1 full bath, 611 square feet, built in 1976. $232 a month in condo fees. Okay, this property, I think they had like the whole building was listed for sale, I think, at one point. And now they're leasing out some condo spaces. Interesting. So this unit looks pretty nice, pretty good. Standing laundry, good looking bathroom, good looking living area. Bedrooms are fine. You got a patio with this one. And the list price is pretty respectable. I think this will definitely, it's even smaller than the other spot, but it's priced appropriately and the condo fee's even cheaper. So that'll definitely go quickly. Next, for $499,900, we've got 25 Downing Street, St. John's, a 2 apartment, 3+3, 2 full baths, 1 half, 2,500 square feet, all electric heat, built in 1956. Let's have a look. Exterior looking good. Roof looks like it's in great shape. Looks like it's clapboard on the outside, so that it's looking a little faded just from like the sun. Clapboard requires quite a bit of maintenance. If you want to keep it alive for many, many years, you gotta continue to stain and or paint it yearly until eventually it does need to be replaced. So you got a long hallway entrance here. Living room looks pretty good with the electric fireplace. Kitchen, decent. Yeah, so far the first apartment looks good. You got the full bath here. You got a half bath here. And then think this is the apartment here. So you come in, you got a small entrance here. This is your dining living area. Then you got this little drop down kitchen. Oh no, maybe there's a separate dining area in this little room here. Then you got a bedroom. Bathroom looks good. Laundry looks good. Backyard looks pretty nice. Can't tell, is it fully fenced? Yeah, fully fenced. And you got a little shed with a garage door on it. So $499.9 for a 3+3 in the Churchill Park neighborhood. So yeah, I think that's worth what it's listed at. Should they have listed it that high? That's to be find out. I think if they had listed, maybe 470, 460 even, aggressively low, they'd end up getting potentially a better result. Because Churchill Park area does sell high, but I feel as though that's mostly um, people looking for single family homes. It's a different demographic looking to live in the Churchill Park area that have the money to do so. Now, and this is a pretty nice home. Is this the type of home you want to rent out to students? Because it's very close to the university, but maybe you don't want to rent to students. So I don't know. That's a tricky one. All right. So next for $399,900 with a $2,000 a month mortgage payment, 184 Elizabeth Drive, Paradise. We got 3 beds, 2 full bath, 1 half, 1,300 square feet. Built in 2010. Electric heat plus mini split. So, and there's a garage. Okay, so let's have a look. Single family home. Yeah, split entry, pretty standard layout, living room, dining, kitchen. Mini split right there. Compact kitchen. Looks all right though. Everything looks good. Pretty new. Yeah, laundry room is nice. So laundry room, half bath. Good use of space. Nice rec room again with the other mini split head. Drop down ceiling, which is good. Um, Looks like a nice big space. They've used it for a playroom as well and a little office. And you got the garage right here. So yeah, overall, really good home. Really nice single family home for a pretty good list price in Paradise. Yeah, absolutely. Um, Absolutely could go. I think that should sell around asking. All right, for $549,900 with $2,800 a month mortgage payment, we got 68 Middle Bight Road, Conception Bay South. 5 beds, 3 full bath, 2,800 square feet. Built in 2012, all electric heat. So we got a nice little bungalow. Interesting, looking good. Upstairs looking good. Classic, yeah, classic era of 2000s build. Looking good though. Bathroom, kitchen looks fine. Bedrooms look good. We got the ensuite here. Rec room, laundry room. Yeah. Oh, and then there's an apartment. I might have missed that. Apartment looks pretty good. So, 549.9, 2,800 square feet. So that's very comfortable living for an two apartment. That should definitely sell around that price, I would say. It's a pretty good deal. How far out into CBS is it? Let's have a look. Not too far. I think once you start getting upper gullies, that's a bit far out there for most people. So think the list price is good. They priced it for what it should sell for though, so we'll see how it plays out for them in this market. Let's keep going. $540,000. We got 7 Pepper Tree Place, St. John's, 3 beds, 3 full bath, 1 half, 3,200 square feet. Single family, built in 2000, electric, heat with fireplaces. So nice double wide garage. You're on a nice green belt back there. Bunch of nature behind you, which is great. All right, come in. You got your entrance here, staircase, yada yada. Little office, little sitting room. These photos are not ideal. See, I think that's in the basement. That's on the top floor. So I'm gonna say rec room, basement, bathroom. Yeah, it's gotta be. There's not a lot of windows, right? So that's gotta be basement. Upstairs, another bedroom. Primary bedroom, walk-in closet, ensuite. And primary bathroom. Living room looks good. This is the kitchen here. You got some eat-in kitchen area and decent amount of cabinet space. And then there's a formal dining room, laundry room, and garage. Looks all pretty good. This is Southlands, 3,200 square feet, so pretty good size home for 540. That's a pretty good single family deal. And it's on a pretty nice lot. Now, it's not the most modern, but it's built in 2000 in really good condition. So that should sell near asking as well. I wouldn't be surprised if it went a little under though. Just because, I don't know, seemed pretty generic in a way. All right, so next for $389,900, $2,000 a month mortgage payment, we got 3 Cape Royal Place, St. John's, a 2 apartment, a 4+1, 3 full bath, 1 half, 2,600 square feet, all electric heat. Okay, small, kind of compact kitchen area. These photos are not great. Like, is that the only photo of the kitchen? So there it is. I think that's a pretty important area to show off. Couple bedrooms. It's a little dated. It's a little, well, sufficiently used, I would say. It's not, I would say it's probably not in perfect condition. Then you got the apartment down here. Again, they took a picture of the kitchen from like 100 feet away. Agent photos, you could tell. And then laundry room with the water boiler. Okay. So for $389,900, 2,600 square feet on a cul-de-sac in Cowan Heights, a 2 apartment, a 4+1. This is still going to sell over asking, even with this poor marketing. It could be, they could get, I don't know, it is going to affect the sale price, I feel. But this is going to easily go 400 plus. I'm going to say anywhere from 440 to 490, to be honest. I would expect closer to like 440, 450, but Cowan Heights is a crazy place where people pay big bucks for big old homes. So we'll see what happens here. $379,900 with $1,900 a month mortgage payment. We have 21 Canada Drive, St. John's. This is a 2 apartment, 5 beds, 2 full bath, 2,300 square feet. And baseboard, ductless. So there's a mini split and there's oil and there's wood. Did we look at this yesterday? Oh yeah, so yes. Pretty nice home from what I remember relative. Like kitchen's a bit dated, yeah, but it's all in really good condition. And the bathroom was nice. Yep. And then I think the downstairs kitchen's a little more retro. And overall, just a pretty clean two-apartment home. The oil heating is going to turn some people away, but they've got it listed well, and it's definitely also going to sell somewhere between 420 and 470, maybe up to 490. Again, Canada Drive is kind of in that same area, so I'll be definitely watching these two apartment homes closely just to see what's happening in that area of the city to keep a real eye on the prices that they're going for. And last new listing of the day, $329,900, $1,700 a month in mortgage payment. We got 13 East Staff Street, St. John's, 5 beds, 2 full bath, 2,100 square feet, built in 1972. Baseboard, hot water, oil radiation. We looked at this one yesterday as well. Very nicely updated. Yeah, looking really good. This is going to sell, and they've got it priced aggressively. Even though they got the oil radiation, it's still going to sell. Like, this is a really nice place. And you can get the oil radiation switched to electric radiation. That's at least somewhat of an upgrade. And the apartment looks good. Back deck, fully fenced. Yeah, looks good. So it's going to sell close to 400, 410, maybe 420. Definitely 400 for sure. This has a lot of potential, this home. So that's all the new listings. Let's check out. No, don't want to take a questionnaire. $369,900, $1,800 a month mortgage payment. We got 26 Boncotti Street, back on market. Let's have a quick look. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this is the one that doesn't have a proper kitchen. This is strictly a short-term rental kind of property. And it's got multiple units, I believe. It's got 3 units. Yeah, turnkey short-term rental. It says or long-term rental, but there's no actual kitchen in any of the apartments. So who are you long-term renting to? I don't know. So yeah, that one came back to market. Who knows why? Could have been financing, could have been home inspection, could have been buyer got cold feet. You never know. Uh, and then for price decrease, we have 413 Dogberry Hill Road dropped $11,000 from 579.9 to 569. And that is Dogberry Hill Road. That is Portugal Cove. Okay. And it's a pretty new home, built in 2023. Heat pump, central heat pump. Yeah, it looks like a standard new build. It's got some unique features. Oh my God, there's a urinal in this half bath here. That's wild. Okay. And it's got a detached garage. Pretty nice yard. I would say, was it 2,200 square feet? Yeah. I mean, they're getting closer to a selling price. I think it'll go for like 560, 555. Yeah, somebody's going to see this come along now and negotiate down a little more if the seller can handle going a little lower. So I think 560 is a reasonable selling price for that property. What it has going for it is the location and the detached garage. Yeah, all right. Now let's have a quick overview of all the sold listings. So single family on 10 Beresford Place, listed 344.9, sold for 337.5. Single family a little less than asking. And then we have 41 Kincaid Street, single family, listed for 369, got 355. Again, a little less than asking. Well, actually quite a bit less. That's $15,000 less. And then 187 Babels Road, single family, 374.9, sold for 388, sold over asking. Two apartment on 49 Sergeant Donald Lucas Drive, listed for 429.9, sold for 456.7. So they did pretty well. They got like 26,000 over asking. Single family, 10 Eden Street. Oh, I know this property. Oh my God, I can't believe it sold over asking. Not a good property, in my opinion. 259.9, sold for 271, which is crazy because it didn't sell immediately. So I'm surprised that it sold above asking. Two apartment, 79 Frontenac Avenue, listed for 399, sold for 465. Makes sense. Two apartment Mount Pearl. Yeah, so 65,000 over asking. 16 Johnson Crescent, two apartment, listed for $380,000. Sold for 375. A little below asking. And that is considerably larger home. It might be older than this one. This one's like 1,900 square feet. Somebody paid 465 for it, so that's pretty wild. So comparing these two, they're both two apartments. I mean, the condition is going to be a big factor. I'm not going to get into them, but you've got, pretty much 400 more square feet for like almost or like $90,000 less. So debatably, the person who purchased this home did better. Next on 5 Pinware Crescent, we got a two apartment listed for $399.9, sold for $395. Another two apartment just a little below asking, also in Mount Pearl. So, and again, about 400 square feet more than Frontenac Avenue. And it's got more bedrooms. Somebody scooped up on a little deal there. I mean, the outside indicates that it's probably okay condition. Now I gotta take a look, which, let's see. So here is, let's go here. Here is 5 Pinware. I mean, it looks fine inside. Photos aren't great, but like, looks decent. Nothing. Apartment looks fine. It doesn't look like it's distressed in any way particular. Then let's look at Frontenac. Why did Frontenac sell so much? I don't know. Kitchen's a bit, more updated, but like, other than that, I guess it is a little nicer. It does have it has some nice features. It does have some high-end kind of finishes in the main unit. Let's see. Even the apartment is a bit nicer. All right. So I can see why there was a bit of a premium paid there, but yeah, I don't know. I still think, you know, the better deal is probably Pinware. Anyways, let's keep going. Single family, 51 Leonard J. Cowley Street, $441,000 sale price, listed for $399. So that's a new build. Somebody paid to get some much higher end finishes. Although they still didn't overpay, I don't think. 2,000 square feet for 441. That's pretty good. Now we got a condo on Forest Road, Unit 55 at 157 Forest Road. Listed for 209, sold for 199. Interesting. So sold under asking for at 713 square feet. Then we got a new build sold for asking on 14 Long Point. And then lastly, we have 136 Hussey Drive, a 700 square foot home, listed for 212, sold for 213. So a little over asking. And yeah, that is all of the listings for today. That is the property rundown. I hope you enjoyed it, found it helpful, educational, and maybe even entertaining. If you're looking for a realtor to work with, then please feel to reach out to me. All my contact information is available in the description. And have a great day. Bye.
And also, you might want to check out one of these other videos.